have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
Ahoy, friends. It's me, Dave Landau. After a long night on stage, I like to kick back with a captain's hat and a fine cigar and watch the Dennis and Andy show. These guys are huge nerds, but they're the kind that you actually want to hang out with. Enjoy them. I do.
What is up, everybody? It is Dennis and Andy. Don't adjust your clocks. It is not 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon, at least not here. I mean, if you tack, 6 hours on to the UK, we're still not close to that. But it doesn't matter because we're here with something we haven't done in a long ass time. And that is a comic book haul. That's right. We were at Heroescon 2 weeks ago, Garden State Comic Fest this past weekend. We bought some stuff. We're going to share it with you guys because, like we were all taught in school, sharing is caring, and we care.
That's right. Guys, two great shows. They are back-to-back every year. It is fantastic to be able to do it. So many of you came out to chat with us, see us, check out all the awesome comic book artists and creators that are there. It was an absolutely wonderful time. We had a blast. And you know us, we like seeing everything out there. It's great talking to everybody, but we usually find something to buy. And that's what this is all about. A number of you did come up and ask, why didn't you do a comics haul after Heroes? Well, we might as well just combine the two into one because they are so close together. And, that way you can see what we got from everything.
That's right. So without further ado, let's kick it off. I'm already on the left. So I guess I believe it's this one. Oh, nope, not that one. This one. Nope, not that one. This one. Yes. It's been a while. Real quick, Dennis Rodriguez. Hail, Mr. O'Hare. That's right. You're not going to trap me with that name. Hello. And Paulus Arts. Hail to you as well. Okay. $1 a piece. I love me some little mini comics. If they're reprints, which most of them were back then, that's fine. These were from 1987, the year of my graduation from high school. Dennis would finally catch up to me graduating the year after that. No need to go into details about the short bus, small school, Velcro shoes, and the reasons why he was held back. Right here, guys. Boom. Marvel Comics, Captain America, Spider-Man. These were $1 each. What does the Spider-Man reprint, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. One, it has a great cover by Keith Pollard and Terry Austin right there. So, man, bang zoom. Love that cover. And this reprints story from, it doesn't say, but it is Bill Mandler, writer, Jim Mooney, Mike Esposito. You got the Scorpion. You got great classic artwork in this thing. I mean, guys, can we just get back to doing cool splash pages like this? Does Marvel need to learn? They need to give their book, How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, to every one of their artists, or drawing dynamic comics. And then this beautiful Captain America. Come on, guys. Even Dennis knows what this reprints. That is classic. That's right. It is a story by John Byrne, Joe Rubinstein. I don't know if it's the first issue those guys did, but boom. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. You got Iron Man in this thing, Daredevil, J. Jonah Jameson. Is this the one where it's like, run for president? Yep. Captain America for president. He basically says, no can do, guys. So that is a great one. Let's bounce it over to Dennis for his first go around.
One of the things that I got from Heroes is Punch, and this is a different one that they than what they had launched. It's got some new stuff in it, but Punch, and you're all wondering, what does Punch stand for?
I am.
Essent, undercover, neurodiverse, cryptid hunters. There is your Punch. This was a really fun story. Keith Champagne, Rich Stonkey, they came to town. Rich is a local, but Keith came in, loved talking to him. Keith's an awesome guy. I'm going to show you some of the artwork from inside. It is a lot of fun. If you like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or, biker mice from Mars, that type of stuff, you will love this. This was a fun book, so I'm glad that they are continuing this series and looking forward to it. But anyway, New Pain, and this one was the Comic-Con exclusive. So there you go. Check them out, New Pain Comics, and I know you can get them off. I think Keith's got his website where you can buy them directly off of it. I would highly recommend it. Fun story.
Fun stuff. All right. Bouncing back to this guy. I love my foreign books. Dennis knows it. He loves his. So this one book, it was a square bound format DC put out after Superman came back to life after the whole Doomsday stuff. He still has the long hair. And it was 3 perfect bound books. And I have number 1 in Old English. And I read it and I'm like, I should really get 2 and 3. Well, I did. But I also got 1, 2, and 3. Spanish. Yes. Now, I can't read these. Maybe I'll learn Spanish. I doubt it. I'm lazy. But Dan Jurgens is a fine storyteller. And if I know correctly, I bet I can follow this story just fine without having to actually read the text. And then I can just focus on the beautiful pictures by Dan. So I love it. These were $1 each. El Supermondo, $3 whole for this great stuff. My God. I mean, oh, look at that. Big spread. Once again, call me old school, call me old fashioned. I love this stuff so much. I'll be looking at these later. So there you go.
Oh, we are up early. It's a long day. I've got I have friends and family coming into town, so we decided to get up, do our F1 movie review, which should be popping up any minute on there, and then do our comic book haul for you guys, because I'm not going to be around for the rest of the week. So great time to do it. As you guys are starting to filter in, morning, Henry. Look at that. That is right. That was a classic. And we indeed will seize the day.
All right, your turn.
Yep. So one of the things that I wound up doing is, stupidly, I was downsizing at one point and I got rid of all my Star Wars. I've decided I'm not going to probably collect the entire run again, but some of my favorites from it are, I did wind up picking up some of the books I need for Empire Strikes Back, Needless Toys and Essentials. They were set up at Heroescon. I wound up getting 39. I already had 40. There is a 41, and then I needed a 44. I think I'm missing one yet in that run, so I will wind up getting it. I do want the Empire Strikes Back. This is great stuff. I remember getting this directly from the comic store, as a kid. These were in pretty solid shape, and it's all good. Al Williamson,
Oh, let's see. Hold that shit up.
Well, I was say there's your splash page.
Oh yeah. Now these three. Did you say you bought these three consecutive? Because they reprint the Empire, right? Or they're
Yeah.
not consecutive. Yeah.
Now they're consecutive. It's 39 through 44 is the Empire run, and then that's their. Then when you open it up, instead of a 2-page spread, they do kind of like a crawl, like in the movies, and then it picks up right into the story on Hoth. Let's just find some of the. Oh, there we go. That I wanted to see. This is what I love when artists can do great ships.
Oh,
There's
so
the
good.
Executioner, Darth Vader's Super Star Destroyer. Oh, wonder what happens to that. I bet it feels like a Titanic moment. Get
It
it?
could.
But yeah, so I picked up some Star Wars. I'm going to fill that in. I think I already have the Return of the Jedi, but that was a separate mini series that they had done for it. So I'm glad I got to at least pick up some of those. I don't think I'm going to pick up, like I said, the rest of the Star Wars series again. But I can tell you as a kid, when I had these, I read my copy so many times. That was great stuff.
That is good stuff. All right. Let's see. I want to kind of group some stuff here because I got a few copies of one title. So let's go through that. Let's see. Are they in order? They are in order.
Yeah, Agent Cub, we are doing a super early show. It's the only chance that we had because I will be out the rest of the week. So we got up, just dropped our F1 movie review, which we highly recommend you guys go check out on my YouTube channel or Andy's YouTube channel or both and see what we thought of it.
That's right. It is early. Dennis got up, pushed me right out of the other side of the bed and said, go home so we can do this stream. Paul Taylor for $10. Canadian, which all works, Paul. We love you. I remember buying the Pocket Illustrated book that Marvel put out for Empire in 1980. My sister read it before me and proclaimed, oh, Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. Could have strangled her. Could have, should have, would have, buddy. That's rude.
Oh, wow.
That is rude. So, guys, if you remember a little title called Marvel Triple Action, I'm sure, I don't know if it was all just Avengers reprints, but at this early issue 14, it was. So I picked up 14 because I'm filling in gaps. 15. And then 16. And 25. So I have a straight little run. 16 is the one I was really looking for, drawn by Don Heck, inked by the great Wally Wood. My God, Wally, I love Don Heck's art, but you slap Wally Wood on anybody and you're just making magic. And that's what it is. I've got the Essential Collection, which is all black and white. And now I have reprints of the original Avengers stuff in color, which I don't mind that they're reprints. It works for me. And there you go. It's kind of like the original Facsimile edition. Well, I guess not. Who cares? Back to Dennis.
Yeah. Another one I wound up getting, Needless Essentials. He had gotten in some good collections on some stuff. And I wound up picking up You Know Me and My Phoenix variants.
Oh.
So, yeah, this one was a cool one. It's the Comics Illuminati from 2024, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It's the Virgin variant. And it's Phoenix #1. I kind of stopped collecting all the new Marvel and DC stuff. I focus mainly on indies. But, for something like this, and it's not so much for the interiors, I did read the story. But I do collect covers, and when they have awesome Phoenix, Jean Grey covers like that, if it's good, I will pick it up. This was a super rare comic book, so I wound up snagging that one. It's in great shape for the low price of $50. That one goes right into my collection. Very excited. Another good Phoenix cover that I like to have.
Now, Did you say 15 or 50?
50.
Oh my God. Boy, you were breaking out the wallet for that sucker. Damn. 15 would have done a body good, but you went with the 50. You know, if I was next to you, I would have
It's not
said,
like they had a $15 version. No, it's $50 if you want that cover. So it's $50.
I would have said save your money, but you know, that's just me. Okay. I mean, it is a nice cover. So, guys, 2 of these 3 books I'm about to show I already own, and I will tell you why I got these, because you're going, why would you buy them again? I'll tell you why. Tales to Astonish, starring the Submariner, reprint Submariner #1, beautiful near mint. Aaron Lepresti would be proud. Hercules, first miniseries, #1, beautiful near mint. Aaron would be proud. And Firestorm #1, which I don't own, and now I do. Pat Broderick, Jerry Conway, near mint. Why did I buy these? One, besides the fact they're near mint, these are uncirculated copies. And for those that don't know, and I do, but it's a little cocky if I keep dropping knowledge bombs. Dennis, why don't you explain to the audience what uncirculated copies means?
Well, guys, uncirculated means they never made it to the rack or the shelf or the spinner or anything for that matter. They got them in and they just sat in a box and never got circulated. Guys, I got to take a look at them, and he's not kidding. They look like they were just printed yesterday, and now Andy could pop them on his shelf just like they were brand new comics.
They will not be going anywhere but a long box and never be opened. These could be blank inside for all I know, but I don't think they are, because the dealer would never do that to me. Back to Dennis.
Paul was asking, is that the whole Dark Phoenix saga? No, that one is not. It is, nor is it the Phoenix Untold Story, which was the alternate ending that they had set up for it. That is the newer Phoenix saga that they came up with. You know, Marvel can't put Phoenix to bed, and I guess because of guys like me, we continue to buy them. And yeah. A couple of things that I will show you guys that I got from Heroes, and I don't want to get a strike, so I will just show you the cover of this one. This one is Bud Root wound up. He puts out a couple of new stuff, and you guys can get these right from Bud Root. This is for mature eyes only. I was going to look to see if there was any non-rated X pictures. There is not, but needless to say, you guys, if you know Bud Root's artwork, he's fantastic at this. It is great. So that's kind of part 1. The good news is there is a part 2, because this is the other one he just put out. The Basement Studios presents Bud's Grab Bag, Volume 1. This was the brand new one he just had brought to us. I will show you interiors on any of the pages that allow me to do so. Like this one. There we go. This one is also in many pages for mature audience. Now, Bud Root wound up doing, for Heroes, they do this auction thing, and Bud wound up doing a Fantastic Four cover, which was amazing. You can find it, I'm sure, on Facebook and stuff, where he posted it. Otherwise, there were pictures up on X, Twitter. It was great. It wound up selling for, I think, $5,300.
Yeah.
Yeah, another good piece of Bud Root artwork went up in the auction. Hey, there's one I can show. Look at that. It's like a big pinup.
That's right.
Oh.
Guys, go search out Bud Root on Facebook. Unfortunately, he is not on X as far as I know, which doesn't make sense. X with Bud Root art. But he's on Facebook. He has a fan page. If you want to obtain a copy of this book for yourself, go check out Bud on Facebook and send him a message, a DM, and he will get you a copy of the book. Is that it for you for that round or no?
Yep. That's it for Bud.
Okay. Okay, another batch. I was trying to fill in my Captain Americas from number 100 to 120 something in a row, and I was able to pick up the last 3 I needed. Even though I have, once again, the essentials of these, I don't care. I like Captain America. There is 101, When Wakes the Sleeper. Dun, dun, dun.
Love that storyline. That is one of my favorites back in that time.
Yep. 104, Slave of the Skull. And, oh yeah, 105, right there. I now have Captain America 100 to somewhere in the 120s. All the great stuff. Kirby, Steranko, Gene Colan, first appearance of the Falcon. Such great stuff. So happy to finally put a pin in it, if you will, with that stretch of Captain America.
Nice. This one wound up being a gift, and it's pretty cool.
You're welcome.
My buddy Fadi, if you're out there and you watch this, thank you very much. It was one. You guys know I am finishing off some of my magazine ones. Space 1999, $6 Million Man, and Planet of the Apes. This is issue number 27. It was an extra. He's got multiple copies, so he gave me this one because he knew I didn't have this one. So that was cool. It was one that I wouldn't have seen in the wild out there. The artwork and stuff on these are, you know, I love collecting. I do love the magazine size things. They had different stories in them. And even their ads and stuff were a little bit different. As the series went on, you could tell they were doing some filler pages. But it still doesn't take away from how awesome the series really was. I really like I said, Space 1999, $6 Million Man, and this, Planet of the Apes, where man once stood supreme, now rule the ape. This was great stuff. You can even see, you know, you guys should remember the backs on ones like this. Let me just check out the splash page, because you guys always like the splash pages.
Who drew that bad boy?
Let's see, 27. Roy Thomas was the editor. Well, there's different stories in it. Looks like Herb Trimpe.
Nice.
And then it looks like Jim Whitmore and Virgil Redondo in the different stories. But there we go, guys. Thank you, Fadi. I super appreciate it.
Paul Taylor says, are those original stories or based on the movies for the series?
These are original stories.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Another few books I was getting, or I wanted, just not to really fill in gaps, but because they're awesome, I guess you could say. I like getting issue 25s, issue 50s, issue 75s, 100s, something about those numbers, just dig them. So one of the ones I've wanted, and it's a great issue, number 50, The Avengers. It's the Avengers. Number 50, beautiful John Buscema work. All these are beautiful John Buscema work. First appearance of the Grim Reaper, number 52. $25, which is cheap. It's pretty beat up, and I guess you could say buyer beware. I mean, I knew it was beat up when I looked at it, but I figured I'd grab it. But once I did take it out of the bag and stuff, when I got back to my my spot at the convention, the cover is 100% detached. Not a fan, but I guess for $25, that's fine. I don't know. I probably should have done a little more research or maybe haggled if I knew the cover was 100% detached. I'm assuming 25 is probably still high for it. So, what do you think, Dennis? Is 25? I mean, it's pretty beat up, but the cover is totally detached.
Yeah, you overpaid.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And it didn't say cover detached or anything?
Nope, just says first appearance. There's no notes or anything. So, and then this one issue, I love this issue 55, where the cover is not detached. Love this issue. Great stuff. You can reconstruct those pages to receive staples. I'm not going to do that. If I knew somebody that could do it pretty well, I might, but that is not me. And then I love this issue. I actually thought I had it. I have a reprint of it. 56. Oh, man. Captain America over Bucky. One of my favorite covers. So nice. So, and I got deals on stuff. So if you take into effect the deals and everything, maybe it's not too bad, but
Past Master Dan says newsstands would rip that cover off to show the amount they didn't sell for credit. That is right.
That's true. So I don't know. I generally haven't done this where it's a placeholder copy, as Dennis likes to say. This very well could be if I find another 52 that's like a mid-grade where it's not detached and stuff, I might get. And then honestly, I would just throw this 52 on my spin rack. So there you go.
Well, something that I wound up picking up, this is volume 2. I was really hoping he was going to be at the show this year. And indeed, he was. Serious Entertainment. I was a huge fan of Poison Elves back in the day. My buddy Chad and I collected the whole run. He's got 2 copies of the entire run. And, when Drew passed away, it was very sad. But what they started doing is putting them into these omnibuses, these collective. So this is the box of it. The Poison Elves box set. I picked up number 1. Billy Tucci got me last year in touch to introduce him because I didn't even know they were out. I walked over and got to talk, and it's great. And here is the actual Poison Elves hardcover. This one is volume 2. A year ago on our quick flip, you saw volume 1, so you could go back and check it out. It does even have inside, there's the bookmark. I love it when they have really nice bookmarks and stuff in it. You can see, here, it's a 2-page attachment there. So you can see the signature of Drew's signature underneath. So it's like an onion sheet, which is cool. But this collects, the Poison Elf story. You get to see the artwork as it was intended. And, my original ones are in color, but this is in black and white. But he really is taking care, preserving the legacy for this. These are cool. These run around $100. And I know he's working on 3. I think he said 3 is available on Kickstarter right now. And because he remembered me from last year, I didn't back it on there because I didn't know at the time. He did include a bunch of the freebie stuff. So it actually the coupon, which is really cool, and for their store, because they even have the Q code that can take you there. They did cover cards, so there's actually a dagger decal that's in there. They've got a crow pin because he would yell crow, and then here's the cover cards that they did. So it's all the cover cards that shrink wrapped in one package. And then I also got a copy. He included the sticker set that you would have bought if you backed it on Kickstarter. So this is cool stuff. And then, of course, he did give me, because it's very cool, the Poison Elves bag in it. So you know, it was cool. If you guys are fans of Poison Elves, just Google it, find out, and you can pick them up. I did ask for those of you who didn't know anything about this, you can go on there, and he's got the tiers where you can pick up everything, volume 1, 2, and 3 at the same. Was the same series that did the Artesia books? That's a good question. Artesia was not a title I picked up, so I do not know. Oh, look at Marcus. Marcus is there. There is the link for the book 3 hardcover. Thank you, Marcus. And if you guys want all 3 of them, you can go right there and back it.
Marcus is on the ball. Talk about multitasking. He's installing cable, driving his truck, and popping links. I mean, that guy, I tell you.
I think they cloned him. I think there's multiple Marcuses running around doing this.
You know, if his favorite football team, the Giants, were as multitasking as good as he is, they'd actually have a winning season.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that.
Nope, not at all. Okay, so I have, just so one of us isn't sitting here while the other one still has lots of stuff. Dennis, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single books left. What do you have?
I only have a couple of things left too.
Okay. Marcus says he's still at home. Marcus, a magician never reveals his tricks. Just saying, buddy. Okay.
Yeah. Scotty from the Enterprise, he overestimated his schedule, so that way he would be known as a miracle worker. Future.
All right, so I'll break this up so I have 2 more rounds then. So I got Micronauts 59. It was on my list. Is it because I have the whole series? No, not even close. I have the whole second series after this by Kelly Jones. But this is issue 59, the last issue of the first series. Full-blown Kelly Jones artwork. So nice. Of course, that's a Michael Golden cover. It's almost like the first issue of the new series. Almost like a 0 issue in a way. So that's why I wanted to get it. So I got it. And there you have it. So that's that one. And then I picked up Supergirl number 8. Art Saf is the artist. I believe he did the whole series. I have issue 1, which is fantastic artwork. I got this one because you can see the Justice League characters in it, but it is cover dated November. Now, it's not 69 like my birth month, but it's November. Fantastic artwork, and it was cheap. So there you go. So that's why I got it. All right. I got one after this, so now it's your turn.
I picked up a placeholder issue, and it's really not a placeholder issue, but we will call it a reader copy. I did pick up Silver Surfer number 1. This is a beat up, low grade copy. It just keeps going up. So there's my one that I will be able to read. Here, let's open it up. Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, there's page number 1. That's right. Covers are detached on it. It's a relatively cheap book at $140 now, even for a low condition one like this. But I already got a nice condition one, so why not just get a nice reader copy that we can go through, because this book is just so darn good.
Oh, it's so good. I'm a little jealous.
This is what the Silver Surfer should be like, not what it's coming up in the new Fantastic Four movie. But with that being said, Stan Lee writes it, John Buscema. I mean, just look at that stuff, guys. This is great. I don't care it's low grade. I've got a nice copy. It is not slabbed. I'm not going to glue it. Thank you, Agent Cub. But you know what? You can even see even on the back cover, they had tried taping it together and everything like that. But like I said, Needless Essentials got this in for that price. It doesn't matter. It's almost coverless, basically, but it's worth a read. I will crack this open many, many, many times.
And it is John Buscema. I have the Fantasy Masterpiece number 1 that reprints it, and I actually have a coverless copy of it. Did you say your cover is detached on that?
Yes.
Sweet. Next time I come over and you're in the bathroom, I'm taking your cover and I want to wrap it on my coverless copy.
Yeah, you wrap it. You wrap that split cover on your copy. Yep, that makes sense. Well,
I will.
since you only got a little left, I will show you one thing. Andy wound up getting one, so I don't know if you have it or not there, but Fire and Ice.
Oh, I do. You can show that. I still have to open mine.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, yeah. I'm going to crack it open. And there is Tigra. I'm trying to get the glare away from
Oh, just take her out. You know you're going to.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, my God.
Look at all the cool stuff. Tigra, Frazetta, the Frazetta girls. This is just really good stuff. Yeah. You can get these at the Big Bad Toy Shop or the Frazetta girls online. You can see everything it comes with right there. Still with a lot of glare. But this is cool. This ties in with the first one that I got. So we will see what other ones they do. But this was a must get.
There you go. All right. Was that your last thing?
To have her on display in the bathroom? No, probably not the bathroom. Maybe at some point behind me on the shelf.
Are you kidding me? He's going to take his little Dennis figure he had made and put it right next to her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Leg kick says morning to Marcus. So was that your last batch there?
No, I got some more, but go ahead.
All right, this is my last go round. 3 books. What if Spider-Man's clone lived? I do want it for that, but I also want it for the Inhumans story at the bottom. An untold tale of the Inhumans. So got that. Been looking for. This one I've been looking for as well. It's a Keith Pollard, Bob McLeod cover, but the interiors are by, I'll let you guys in the audience tell me, because obviously I know, but it's a classic team. Amazing Spider-Man Annual. It's a great team on the inside, art team. Tell me who drew the inside of this book, pencil and inks. And then last but not least, for this go around, I'm trying to think. This is Herb Trimp cover, inked by somebody whose last name is Bradford, who I've never heard of. So somebody else in the chat can tell me who the hell that guy is. It's a nice ink job. Iron Man 91, I got it because it's George Tuska inked by babyface Bob Layton, who was a babyface back then when he inked this in. Looking for the date. Oh, this dumb cover doesn't have a date. It's the 70s. It's one of Bob's first gigs. Might be his first Marvel gig. I can't remember. So that's why I got that. And one hell of a comic haul, I must say.
Nice. I wound up, I've got most of everything that I want, but every once in a while, there was something that came out. I wound up getting the Vulcan shuttlecraft. He even had the book with it. I do love it. You know, it's got all the cool stuff from the movies, the history, the dimensions, the capabilities. But I will actually show you the awesome detailing of the Vulcan ship.
Everybody at once. I know we can't hear you, people that are watching, but ready? On a count of 3, we all go ooh. 1, 2, 3. Ooh.
I will probably wind up doing a full video on this one. This is an XL size. Check that out. This is great stuff. Motion picture. This is the warp shuttle that winds up bringing, because this detaches, bringing Commander Spock back to the USS Enterprise. Right above me, I actually have the original 1979 blueprints for it. So this was an absolute must-have. For some reason, I never got it in the original batches. But there it is, the Vulcan shuttle. It is pretty cool. 2 really cool things to end this. One thing I have never owned, and look at Glitch. Glitch was right there saying, ooh. Yeah, don't worry, Past Master Dan. I will not drop it. I already have a spot on my shelf lined up for it. It's all good. you guys know I have some slab books. I like getting my X-Men and stuff in great condition. So if I get a good slabbed one or a good raw one, that's what I pick up. However, one thing we were talking, I do not own, and I keep looking, is I do not own a slabbed gem 10.0 book of anything. And I've seen a number of them in stores on books that you've never even heard of. They're asking $500-600. I'm not getting a 10.0 just because it's a no-name book for $500. So if I'm going to own a gem mint book, I decided why not get a Graham Nolan book. That is right. Joe Frankenstein, Part 2. Look at that. I have never seen a 10.0 like that. Look at that. It's got the super gold label, signed by Chuck Dixon, and of course, Graham Nolan himself, a 10. So guys, I wound up picking this one up. I looked at it to double check because, you know, it can't just be a 10.0 on the label. It has to look like a 10.0 because Graham did show me a book that he had seen. It came back slab 9.0. There was not a chance. It might have been a 7.5, 8 if the guy was on a happy day. So always buy the book, not just the label. But this is a 10.0. So there we go. Yes, Aaron will be jealous because he only does 9.2s or 9.4s typically. And we did ask him. We talked to Aaron when we were driving back from Jersey, and he does not have a 10. So this was an exciting one for me. I will be displaying it, taking out one of my X-Men from the display just to show Graham Nolan's 10.0. I'm a little jealous because we have not gotten a 10 Kor-Drath yet, which does make me a bit sad.
Yep. Was that it?
No, got one more really cool thing. I'm just going to put it together here.
All right, you do that. I'm going to go back to my screen real quick.
Yep.
And there's a reason I'm doing full screen. Paul Taylor says, I'll show you your comment. I haven't seen a 10 either. Here you go. You're welcome, Paul. You have now seen a 10. Wait. Blue steel, just for you, big guy.
I thought it was Magnum.
Whatever. Well, I call it blue steel, so you shut your mouth.
Chuck Dixon wrote that? Yes, he and Graham co-wrote that. All right. So I got something that is really cool. It is very nerdy related, sci-fi related. One of the things, it just stopped me in my tracks. I had seen a Silver Surfer, but check this out. This, your screen just cracked, right? That was no 10.0, guys, but this is.
Guys are hurtful. Hurtful.
Original film cells from Star Trek, the motion picture. Graham Nolan absolutely appreciates this more than Aaron Lopresti does because it is the motion picture. And in Aaron's view, it's Star Trek 2 or nothing. I like all the movies. 2 is my favorite. As long as they had the crew in it, which they do right there, and the ship in it, which they did. They got V'ger, so they got great cells. This one actually has sound to it, so if you flip it in the back, it'll actually start playing. Don't know if you'll be able to hear it very well, but I'll start playing it.
We can.
Comes with a kickstand.
Spock, you haven't changed a bit. You're just as warm and sociable as ever. No, have you, Doctor?
Movie Cell Illuminations LLC. And then you can turn it on, turn it off. And you can even adjust how bright it is by holding it in. This is a really cool display. I will turn it off. But, guys, these are cool. They have different size depending on what the original film was filmed in. So all I'm going to say is it was cool. And I'm going to find a spot probably on my back shelf here because it is awesome. The other thing which made it special, sometimes you're like, well, are those original films? So this one actually you can call them COAs if you want to, but these were the original films. They're actually were numbered. So he gave me those as proof that they are the originals. And so you can see here, I'll just spread them out here. You can see that there's the numbers for the different film cells that they released. These were one of a kinds. And guys, this is just cool. I'm a huge Trekkie. You guys know that. So for me to get a piece of history, even though it wasn't Star Trek 2, I was tickled pink. I'll show you their card. You guys can Google them and check them out. They had great movies like Top Gun. They had Harry Potter. They had all the Star Wars ones. Some, I think, Indiana Jones, Gravity. So if you're a fan of those movies, go check them out because they can build different ones. Mine has sounds. It was like they're like $200, but they also have versions that don't have sounds or just very basic ones that just light up. So they've got ones for different budgets. They're a brand new company. This was their first big convention that they were at. So anyway, awesome stuff. Do they have other movies or just Trek? Yep, lots of other movies. And they keep getting their hands on film from all different kinds of movies. So I would say visit them, bookmark them, and check back every once in a while because if they've got them, they will make them. You can just pick the movie and they'll put them together for you. Andy wound up getting one for his daughter. It was a Star Wars one.
Star Wars.
He literally made it right there.
Her favorite movie, Rise of Skywalker. So yeah, and hers does not have sound. If it did, I would have got it. I wasn't being cheap. It just didn't. Byrne and Jansen. You're talking about the Spider-Man annual. Byrne and Austin are the art team on it.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
Do they buy films? I have the 1989 trailer. I don't know. I know they do some. Well, they obviously buy them.
So wait, you have the actual film trailer from 1989? That is freaking
Sounds
cool.
like it. Here, I'll show it up there. Movie Cell, Illuminations, LLC. I wonder if it's got... here, I'll pull the card out and show it closer. So you can contact him if you want. Hopefully you can read that.
You could just post the link. You have that ability. Just saying.
I could. I'm holding up the card. So anyway, guys, if you do have that, that is really cool. Get in touch with them. Who knows? You might have something there, but something new and something cool in the radio, TV, film industry. So
Justin Side says, Dennis, you look like you drew your beard with a Jiffy marker. Okay. He told you that in confidence in a back room. Why would you out him like that? Man, well, now, Dennis, you're out of the closet. Not a surprise, but just saying.
Okay.
I'm thinking for Halloween, you shave your head, and then you shave this part of your beard so it's not there like on my face where I can't grow it. Twinsies.
Nope, not shaving my head, growing it out, debating on the mullet or just growing the whole thing long. And then I'll be donating it to Locks of Love so that Andy can have a wig and know what it feels like to have hair.
Oh, man, I would love that feeling. Every now and then when the window's down, I'll still do this. And then I go, what the hell did I do that for? There's nothing to brush back.
Mr. Clean. Andy's already been Mr. Clean.
Maybe you could read it if Andy made you full screen. Fine. Do you still have the dude's business card?
I do.
There you are. Your wish has been granted.
Ralph at movieilluminations.com or www.movieilluminations.com. It is really small writing. I will say that. But once again, We'll see if
It's-
it'll focus.
It's blurry. Back it up. There it is. That's nice and tight. Somebody grab that screen cap, screen cap, screen cap. There you go. Beautiful. All right, I'm removing you from full screen. And there you go, guys. The DNA show for your early Wednesday. So now your day has really started on the right note. We are more important than breakfast, which is the most important meal of the day. We are Dennis and Andy. No preservatives here. We will not make you fat. We will make you fit. You will have fun. You love looking at the comics we got. Next convention is not until our buddy Rick and Dave, Charlotte Comic-Con in August. And beyond that, not really sure. So thanks for joining us. If you haven't seen our F1 review, it is up on both our channels. And this week, we will be watching Jurassic World separately because my daughter's going. Dennis is taking his niece and nephew most likely over the weekend. We will drop a movie review of that sometime next week. So have no fear. Your guys are here, so you don't have to waste your money on a movie you might not want to see. That is what we do for you. It is a service we will always deliver, just like Lilineth Infernal Conflict dropping in a few weeks. We are working on it. So go sign up for that. There is the main cover. We do have a guest artist variant cover. And when the campaign launches, you'll find out who it is. Until then, thanks for watching, and we'll check you guys later. Bye-bye, everybody.
Prosper.
Yeah.